I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life.
Hello, Nation, and welcome back to another episode of the Nebraska Cornhuskers Dynasty, as Husker Nation is in action here today as they're getting ready for a big matchup against the number 6 Oregon Ducks, who have been playing some really good football as of late. Currently 3-0, as they were able to defeat FCS Northwest back in week 1 in a really good blowout game. 55-3, defeated them. Of course, won in week 2 over against Oklahoma State, beating them 52-7. And of course, one of their most recent games they won was a close one against the Oregon State Beavers, and that was a 40-38 ball game in their classic Civil War matchup. As you see the stats here for that one. And of course, the Ducks are coming off a bye week after this nice win here against Oregon State, and trying to see if they can keep their momentum going here as they try to go 4-0. Of course, the Ducks are ranked very well in the top 10. They're actually at number 6, like I mentioned before, and trying to, of course, wedge their way into the college football playoffs, which are several weeks away. But regardless, they are trying to make sure they get the spot in one of those. And of course, in order to make sure you get a spot to solidify it, you have to win a, of course, automatic bid. And that's, of course, you have to win the Big Ten championship. And of course, they've been in the Big Ten now for a couple of years now, and trying to get their way into getting themselves in that college football scene. Of course, they have to get past us here this week, and this is going to be a tough game. We're, of course, still, trying to find our way here as Nebraska, trying to bring back the glory of years past. And of course, we have had a couple of good games here. We've already had a Big 10 game already against Wisconsin. This will be our second of the season. As of course, we're going to make sure we are going to do our due diligence. Now, currently we are ranked number 25th in the nation as we have a 4-0 record. And of course, the Oregon Ducks are ranked 6th. And there you see the, of course, the rankings here in the Big 10 West, as we're currently right now in first place. And Oregon, well, they're going to be their first game of the season. Now, they are ranked quite well against us overall. And of course, both in better rankings in both offense and defense. And of course, our job here today is trying to figure out a way how we can slow these guys down, especially a guy like Dante Moore, who is their quarterback here. And there you see he has good throwing power as well as decent accuracy. And of course, he also has pretty good quickness as well to get him out of jams if he needs to get out of a sticky situation. 7 touchdowns, 1 interception so far for him this season, 1 sack. And of course, there you see he's completed 68% of his passes. He's had 19 carries for 66 yards. No rushing touchdowns so far here this season, but he is a dual threat quarterback. It means he can kill you with the arm and also as well as the legs. Hughes is his halfback, who's going to be back there in the backfield there from Birmingham, Alabama. Hughes, of course, so you see his wake speed is up there as well as looseness, as well as he has pretty good hands, so he can definitely catch the ball in the backfield there, but can't really run a route to really save his life there. So I'm sure if they do pass to him, it would be a flat or a screen situation from him in the passing game. He's an east to west playmaker, so meaning he'll probably will see him more so run on the outside than we would in up the middle, but we're not going to, of course, roll that out as well. And of course, Evan Stewart, they're one of their top wide receivers there. He's a 5-star kid, speedster from Memphis, Tennessee, 6 foot. And of course, there you see his quickness is very tangible for them, as he is definitely going to make sure he's going to be wide receiver number 1 that we're going to have to really focus in on when they're out there on offense. 13 catches for 146 yards. He had a bit of a slow start this year with 1 touchdown, but I'm sure a game like today, facing off against a well-known Nebraska Cornhuskers squad, of course, a well-known stadium, he will definitely try to be playing on best of his top of his level here this season. And of course, defensively, there are, of course, are the Ducks. They've been well known for doing that for over the last several years here. Of course, come up short a couple of times in the BCS era. They did win a championship back in the day, but since then, they've been kind of floating around. They've always been one of those teams that have been talked about, hey, there's a good chance that the Ducks could do it here this year. Of course, with their multi-colored and uniforms they have. We don't really know what they're kind of a chameleon when it comes to their uniforms here. We don't know what they're going to be wearing. But we'll see here. Their defense is pretty decent. They got a 94 overall defense. They're by far one of the toughest defenses in this game. And, of course, trying to figure out how we're going to get around this defense and what we're going to have to do here is going to be probably by far one of the toughest games of the season here. And if we can get past them, then that really sets up something nice for us that we pretty much can face up against anybody here. And, of course, we got even tougher teams like Michigan and Ohio State that can definitely ruin our time. And, of course, we're trying to be on their same level here, but it's going to take some time to do so. We got to try to convince players like games like this that, hey, we're just as good, if not better, than the Oregon Ducks or the Michigan Wolverines or even the mighty Ohio State. And, of course, we do have a couple people showing up for this game here, which is going to be very important for us to get a win. If we get a decent win here, I think we should be able to get a couple more kids to influence them to sign here, maybe even get lucky and have 1 or 2 of them signed this week. As you take a look at the media poll here, of course, Texas is in first place right now, right there. Penn State right closely behind him, along with Georgia in the top 3. And you see Michigan, they dropped down from number 9 to 14 in this one. And, of course, there you see we're at number 25, entering into the top 25 for the first time this season. There you see the rest of the teams that got knocked or bounced out of the top 25. And, of course, a couple teams as well that got some honorable mentions there to get some votes there to get the top 25 there. But this week, we are proud enough to call ourselves a top 25 team, and we've been playing like that. The warm-up games are over with now, as we are going to get into action here. This is going to be a really quick, hopefully not too quick of a tough test, but it will be a tough test nonetheless here for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. There you see the keys of the game, and of course they're going to try to do their best to keep us one-dimensional, not let us run or the pass. They're going to figure out, try to see which one they can stop the best. And of course, our job is, of course, we're going to try to really shut down this offense. They're a high-octane offense, and of course they're trying to get around their stoic defense that they have. As you see a pass there, that's going to be completed as it's a wet one here in Lincoln. As rain's coming down here, the rain shower should be ending here somewhat partially through the first half. But we'll see if that'll be the case. We'll see if the weather will be a factor here for us. So you see, we get a quick 3 and out as we get the ball here at our own 45-yard line here. 1st and 10 here for Real, as he'll hand this one off there. As that'll be a quick run. Don't get too much on that play. Johnson coming out of the block in there. As you see, Barilla here rolls out. Throws this one up there. That's going to be caught. And no, it's going to be dropped as we would now be forced to punt. So the first 2 drives have been pretty tough for both offenses. As you see, the Ducks come back out here again, and this one's going to be dropped as well. As no such luck there for Moore on that pass there to his receiver. We'll see what he can do here now on this 3rd and 10. Pass dropping back here for Moore. He'll throw a screen pass there to his halfback. And that'll be to Hughes. Or excuse me, that'll be to Benson there. As Nebraska comes out there on the 1st and 10. Trying to run the ball. Excuse me. And cannot get that one through the, cannot get any yards on that play. Real now throws this one there to Markway. Markway has the catch. He's going to find the first down marker, and he's going to be finally taken down there at the 42-yard line in Duck territory. As the Ducks now trying to keep this momentum here, or try to stop this momentum here from the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Johnson, nice stiff arm there for him. He's going to get himself inside the 20. Nice run there for him. As that's going to be a 1st and 10 here for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Cornhuskers 1st and 10. Looking to try to keep this train going here for themselves. As we'll see now, 1st and 10, pass there under the coverage. That's going to be thrown. As that's going to be a reception there for a few yards, about 5 on the play. Of course, Johnson having a good time here. He's had a pretty good couple of weeks now here in the Cornhuskers, and he'll run this one in as well. So that's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. That is going to be the first rushing touchdown of the day here for Johnson. That's going to be touchdown number 5 for him as he finds his way into the end zone. Of course, last week had a nice day, 21 carries, 117 yards, and of course 2 rushing touchdowns. We'll see if we can have that type of day here today as well. As Ducks are back out here now, as we'll see a 2nd and 6 coming up. 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. As Moore will drop back here, throws this one up there. Receiver's going to come down with it, and that's going to be enough for a first. And I believe that was low on the catch. 1st 10. Moore here drops back here, finds the receiver. That's going to get caught. That's going to be Stewart on the play. And that's going to be another first down for the Ducks. Ducks doing a good job here passing wise. Of course, we got to figure out a way how to shut that down. They cannot be giving up those kind of yardage there against them. See a handoff here. This is going to be Hughes, and Hughes is going to get down the line as he's going to find his way to the 25-yard line for the first down. So we got to pick and choose what we're going to do here, and I kind of really true. We need to stop the passes. Moore now taking off here. He's going to find himself a first down as he's going to get inside the 15, and that's going to be a first down for the Ducks. As the Ducks do a great job there, or the QB does a great job there, calling his own number and making a play. As here, Nebraska trying to make a quick stop there. They give a few, or if it actually no, they only get him back to the line of scrimmage there on that play. Now the Ducks here as they'll hand this one off to Hughes. Hughes trying to get around the defense. Hughes is going to be met up and stopped there at the 11. As now he is trying to see what more than we're going to try to do here. They're going to go with the ground game or they're going to go to the passing game. Imagine passing. They can get to at least the 4-yard line to get the first down. Pass going to be caught, and that is going to be stopped there. And it's going to be stopped just well short of the first down. Ball's at the 7-yard line here, 1st and 10. 4th and 4 coming up here for the Ducks. As Moore here drops back in the pocket, throws up the middle there. That's going to be caught, and no, it's going to be dropped. And they'll be now, Nebraska will see the ball now here on the 7-yard line after the turnover on downs. Johnson now runs this, and that is going to be met for a few yards down the play. 2nd down coming up here for Nebraska. Nebraska leads at 7-0 here late here in the first quarter as they try to run this one on the outside. But the defense does a great job there as they smother him there quickly before he gets to get around that corner. 3rd and 10 coming up, pass up the middle. That's going to be Markway, and Markway cannot hold on to it as that was a great tackle there from the defense. That is Thurman there. As now Riola here rolls out. He's going to try to find the first down marker. He's going to get to it and get to the 20, as that's going to be enough there for the first down for the Cornhuskers. Huskers now have less than a minute left here in the first quarter. Still lead at 7-0 here. So they're trying to break away here and try to get a 2-possession lead here early in this game. As we'll see now, 2nd and 5 coming up. Riola, of course, he's taking his time here, looking down the field, trying to figure out what he's going to do here. And he's doing a good job here throwing the short passing game. They are giving us the short game here. But at some point, they're going to start shutting that down here. So we got to really figure out other ways here to find clever ways to get the ball down the field here as we try to hand this one off. And that'll be it for the first quarter. Ducks are trailing here by 7 as we go into the second quarter. Nebraska leads this one 7-0. As you can tell there, both teams are pretty similar in time possession at 5:30 each. So we'll see if that'll continue to be a trend here in today's game. 2nd and 9 coming up. There's Riola here. Looks back. He drops back too far, and he's going to be taken down there. Nice job there from Udovecki. Now it's going to be a 3rd and 20. Of course, this is going to be a passing situation now. And, of course, the Ducks know it. This is pretty much setting us up for this one. So that pass is going to be thrown to Markway, and Markway cannot hold on to it. And we forced a punt. They'll return the ball back at the 45-yard line here. 1st and 10 here for the Ducks. As Moore here drops back, throws this one into coverage. And number 20 there, that is Hughes. And, of course, we did say he doesn't have the best hands, but he drops that one. That one should have been right there for him. Hughes now going to run this one up the middle. No problem there to get a nice first down as they move the chains. We'll jump now to a 2nd and 20. Ball at the 35-yard line. And we'll see a handoff now. That's going to go and coming out of the backfield there for a gain of 2. As Winnington gets the carry. Hughes back out there as we'll see a man in motion now for the Ducks. Moore here trying to get this first down here as they're at the 35. Got to get this one inside the 30. And they're going to get stopped there at the 31. They elect to go for it here again. Last time we seen them, they were not successful, and they missed out on points. Let's see here, 4th and 3 coming up here. And Moore now here gets hit as he throws that football there. And, oh, my goodness, we could have had a pick 6 there, but the defender did not get there on time. So now, ball at the 31-yard line. We'll hand this one off to Johnson as we're going to try to just feed him as much as we possibly can. And hopefully that will, of course, if we keep feeding him, and, of course, Ivy as well, maybe that'll start loosening up the passing game. I see a pass there being thrown as Hunter gets the catch. Nice job as he finds the first down marker. 1st and 10 here for the for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Johnson now runs this one as well. Johnson now on the outside there, running this one to the 40 as he'll get marked, or at the 37-yard line as he is going to get the first down. See now, ball at the 37-yard line here, 1st and 10. Riola here scrambles out, goes to the right-hand side, looking down the field here. Going to try to make a play, but he's going to, as he said, use his legs to make a play. Going to get this one all the way down to the 19. Nice run there for him as he gets a huge first down. the Cornhuskers now going to pass here on 1st and 10. Nice short pass there. That's going to be by Ramirez there as he gets the catch. That's going to be a few yards there, help them out. Gain of 3 to be exact. Pass quickly there, thrown to Barney. Barney's going to get the catch, and he's going to be met at the 11-yard line. So we'll see what he can do here on this 3rd and 2. As we'll see a handoff here, and yep, they're going to run right up the middle there, but they're going to get stuffed and only able to scrape up a yard on the play. But they're going to go for it now here on 4th and 1. Why not go for it here? Run this one here with Johnson. Johnson's going to be there, and they're going to say he got enough for the first down. Surprised that the referees gave us that. So now 1st and 10 coming up, as we'll see this one. It's kind of centered up here nicely. As this is going to go up the middle there, and that's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. As the Cornhuskers get on the board here again. The 2nd touchdown now here from Johnson. That'll be his 6th of the season. As Johnson finds his way in the promised land there. Nice job as the Cornhuskers now take a 2-possession lead here. And late here in the 2nd quarter. As we're able to get the lead here. Now the question is, can we hold on to it? Can our defense try to hold off this Dante Moore in the offense of the Ducks? As Moore will run this one there. Nice run there from him. Can't get mad about that. As we just, that coverage was just broken down. Wasn't looking forward to the run there from him. And oh, look at that. That's a great catch there to his wide receiver. As that's going to be a huge first down. As Shaquiq gets the catch. We'll see now here the ball, the 10-yard line. 1st and 10. Moore here, hands off to his halfback here, and no problem as he's going to bulldoze his way in there as Whittington gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. And the Ducks are finally on the board here with 2:02 left here in the first half. Ducks are able to get themselves now in contention here as they are able to make a nice run. And of course, like I said, it's a wet day here. Looking at the radar right now, and looks like we could be this. I thought the storm was going to be ending at half, but it looks like there's another front coming up. Riola now rolls out. This is going to be thrown. That's going to be passed, and that's going to be a nice catch there. As they'll be just now 5 yards short here as we jump to a 3rd and 5. Trying to convert here on this 3rd down. Riola here drops back here, looks up, gets hit as he throws, and that ball is going to be dropped. So now Riola and the Scotties, or excuse me, the Cornhuskers. I apologize. I've been playing finish up the High Scotties series. But 4th and 5 coming up here. Riola here drops back deep in the pocket there. That's going to be caught there. Nice catch. As we'll see, Bonner gets that one there, and he's going to get this one all the way to the first down marker at the 35 for the 1st and 10. So nice job there converting on that 4th down. Now let's see what he can do here on this 1st and 10. Hit as we throw, and that's going to be incomplete. I believe it was intended there for Barney. As Riola gets hit right as he was throwing that football there. Riola here drops back, trying to roll out, but he cannot, and that ball's going to get tipped away. Nice job there for the defense, watching that. Have a careful eye there on the quarterback on that throw. Riola here now rolls out to the right-hand side, deep, looking down the field here, throws this one up there, finds the catch. That's going to be Hunter, and Hunter's going to get this one all the way down to the 28-yard line of the Ducks. Big first down play. Nice job there. As Nebraska taking some risk here, but so far this risk has really been beneficial for them. As we see a pass now, Riola here finds tight end, Markway there, I should say. As Riola now rolls out to the right-hand side, looks up, finds the tight end again, and gets another great catch there. Put him at the 16-yard line. They'll go no huddle as they're trying to keep the Ducks on their toes. As we see a drop back here, looking down the field. Riola up the middle there, finds Key. Key has it. He's going to get taken down there at the 2-yard line. Timeout being called by Nebraska. As now they have some options here with 13 seconds left. They still have no timeouts remaining. So this one has to get in here. We'll see a quick pass there. That's going to be thrown, and no, cannot hold on to the ball there. Incomplete pass for the Cornhuskers. As we'll see now, they'll go for, they're not going to kick a field goal there. They're going to go for it here, try to get some points. As we'll drop back here again, we'll find Hunter, and this time Hunter catches it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. As the Cornhuskers now have get back that 2-possession lead. As that's going to put another touchdown on the board here. First receiving touchdown today here, as that's Rilla's 17th of the season. And of course, that is Hunter's 4th this year. As they see here, they're in the formation to run out the clock there for the first half. And that'll be it, as the Oregon Ducks are trailing. They are in upset alert right now. They are trailing by 14. Let's take a look at the rushing stats here today. 97 yards on the ground there for us on 17 carries, 2 rushing touchdowns. Ducks 79 yards, 11 carries. Of course, their only rushing touchdown there in today's game. But hey, overall, this is we're in better position than I thought we were, as I knew this was going to be a battle, especially when it comes to the passing game. Next half, we really just got to run the ball as much as we possibly, run the ball, but occasionally, get some chances here, take some shots, try and find some mismatches there. When it comes to the passing game, it's nice job there from the defensive lineman getting hold of Johnson there on that play. As that's a nice quick little stop there from Green. As now we'll see a run there from Johnson as he gets barely anything on that play. Actually, he loses a yard. 3rd and 11 coming up, and Riola gets hit as he throws. Nice job there for the defensive line there. Get to us on time for that throw, or at least to stop that throw. Moore now here throws a screen pass. That's going to be caught as the wideout here grabs this one. And that is, of course, going to be a nice catch there, or try to get there from Shadik as he comes up short. And he'll lose 5 on the play. 2nd and 15 coming up. That's going to be a toss, and this time they get some positive yards at the 48. They're on the Cornhuskers 38 or 48-yard line. Man in motion. And Moore rolls out. Moore being brought down. Nice sack there from the defense as the edge rusher comes around there and grabs him and brings Moore's down. And that's going to be it for on that drive. That ends that drive. They'll be forced to punt. 21-7 as the Cornhuskers have the ball on their own 21-yard line. And having a tough time that time to run the ball there with Johnson. You can tell they're really focused on the run. They know what we're trying to do. Johnson runs this one there, and he's going to get to the 28 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and 1 coming up as we'll see a handoff here. That's going to be a successful run as we get a new set of downs. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball on their own 32. Cornhuskers have a 2-possession lead here. Look at that great blocking there. And unfortunately, he did not block that man right there. But hey, we got enough there for some positive yardage here. Now we'll try to see if we can mix it up here. Try to go to the passing game here. Rilla throws to the right-hand side, throws this one up there. But that's just not going to be enough there as Hunter tried to get to the first down marker. But Coach Bond says, nope, let's go for it here. So they're going to risk it for the biscuit. As we'll see here, ball on the 41-yard line, handoff to Johnson. Johnson trying to maneuver his way around there, and he's going to get enough there, they say, for the first. 4:28 left here in the third quarter. 21-7. As we'll see Johnson here try to maneuver again, all that traffic there. As he'll get only back to the line of scrimmage on that play. We'll see what we can do now here. Of course, the Ducks have done a great job here putting us in this sticky situation when it comes to the passing game. And this time it actually works as they give up a nice chunk of yardage there on the pass. Nice throw there as we're able to get the first down. 1st and 10 with a new set of downs here with Johnson. Now Johnson on the outside. Johnson spin moves. Get himself to there at the 30-yard or inside the 30 there of the Ducks. As that's going to be another first down here for the Cornhuskers. Rain is really coming down here, and of course that's affecting our game here in the passing game. As we'll see Markway hits a guy's catch here, and that's going to get a nice reception for 8 yards. But like I said, I feel like more and more as now we're getting in the red zone here. One of the other things I kind of was thinking about too is maybe we should be running the ball a little bit more here in the red zone. We'll see a pass there. That's Markway. Markway gets the catch, and that's going to be enough there, of course, to convert on that 3rd down for the first down. First and 10 here for the Cornhuskers as they're on the 17-yard line of the Ducks. The Ducks here are really having a tough time. Pass up the middle there. That's going to go to Hunter as he gets the catch, and that'll be a gain of 4. See what we can do here with less than a minute left here in the third quarter. 21-7. Ducks are trailing by 2. Scores as we see a pass there. Key's going to get the catch, and Dante Key, nice job there getting the first down. First and 10 for the Cornhuskers. As the number 25 team in the nation trying to make a statement here today. And so far, it's been helping them out. As we'll see a pass up the middle there, and that's going to be Key as he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That is touchdown number 7 for Key. As that's going to be the first touchdown of the day there for him. And now the Cornhuskers now have a 3-possession lead here against the Ducks. 28-7. So we're up by 21. And of course, now the defense got to help us out here and try to get this ball back. And of course, try to get control here as we're getting close to the fourth quarter. Ducks now have 5 seconds left here in the third quarter. Drop back here for Moore. Moore quickly passes there. That's going to be thrown. And that is going to be completed. And that's going to be it for the third quarter. Fourth and final quarter coming up here. Let's see if we can finish this game off on the right foot and play some educated and smart football here and make sure these Ducks stay where they're at right now. As we have a 21-point lead going to the fourth quarter. And it's going to be a tough one, but I think we can do it. Second and 10 coming up. Pass there going to be completed. And that's going to be enough for a few yards. Nice job there from Benson on the catch. We'll see what we can do here now on this 3rd and 7. Dropping back, pass up the middle. And the receiver could not hold on to it. That was Stewart on that catch as he got rocked pretty good there. 4th and 7 coming up for the Ducks as they'll drop back here. Quick pass there. That's going to be no, it's not going to be enough as they cannot convert on the 4th down. He fell just a yard short of the first down. As now we'll see a 1st and 10 pass there to Johnson, and Johnson can't hold on to it as he drops it. We'll just go now to a 3rd and 10. And of course, Riello wants to take a couple shots here at this defense. He feels like that he can do a lot more penetrating this passing defense here than he can the running, and they're going to find Key again, and Key is going to get pushed out there at the 11-yard line. Nice catch and run from him. That's going to be a first down. Ball's at the 11-yard line here. As we could go up by 28 here if we can get this score here. So see Johnson now runs this one, and he's going to be stopped at the 4-yard line. Second down coming up. Need 4 yards to get the touchdown, only 2 to get the first down. See, Riello here gets his number called there. And he's actually going to lose a yard on that play. It's going to be a 3rd and 3 coming up. And hand off to Ivies, and Ivies cannot get there as he tries to run up the middle. So we're going to be smart here. We're going to kick a field goal here. This is about a 24, 25-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Cornhuskers add 3 more to their score. Make it a 31-7 ball game. As there's 8:03 left. Still plenty of time for the Ducks to come back in this ball game. 1st and 10 here, but Ducks on their own 20-yard line. And nice job there from Judy. He is able to get to the quarterback there as he wrestles around there on that defensive line, or offensive defensive line. And he's able to bring him down for a loss of 5. Moore on his own 15-yard line here, has a man in motion. 2nd and 15 coming up. And Moore here goes back, throws this one up there. Nice throw on the run. It's going to give him a few more yards there. Now 3rd and 8 coming up here. They got to try to get the first down. They got to get this one past the 30. Pass going to be completed, and it's going to be just short of that marker. As Benson was trying to get the first down. They do get the first down on that carry. As that's a new set of downs here for the Ducks. 6 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Pass there being completed. Caught, and it's going to be a tough time bringing down Stewart on that play, but they do. just short of the first down marker. We'll see second and about a foot. Pass there, nice RPO. Throws that one over there to Stewart. And again, Stewart gets the first down. First and 10 coming up. And we'll see, Moore going to get met up there. A nice sack there from the defense. As Moore, I don't think he's seen that at all. I think he just seen a gap there that he could run through. He was trying his best to do so. A loss of 5 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 15 coming up here for the Ducks. As Moore here again drops back in the pockets. Throw another quick pass there into the coverage. And that ball is going to be completed for the now 3rd and 6. As that was Sadiq again. Sadiq. As we'll see now, 3rd and 6. And Moore here trying to get rid of the football. As he was trying his best to look down the field there, but just did not get the time that he needed to make a play. And everybody looked pretty well covered there on that play. 4th and 6 coming up here. Moore here drops back, finds a finds a receiver wide open, and the receiver drops. That's Whittington. I don't understand why he dropped the ball there. He's been playing very well here for us here today. 2nd and 8 coming up, as we'll see a handoff as Ivies has it, and that's going to be a loss there. So now 3rd and 11 coming up. Riola here drops back, throws this one off there to Hunter. Hunter gets a catch, but we'll be forced to punt, and we do so. Less than 2 minutes left here. We did get the 2-minute warning there, as now pretty much the Ducks now have their timeouts. And really not much for them to really use those here in this situation. They're just trying to get down the field as quickly as they can. Deep pass here. This can go up, and that one's going to get tipped away. Nice job there from our defense stepping up. So now 4th and 10 coming up. Moore here drops back here, throws this one up there. That's going to get lobbed, and that's going to be incomplete. As now we're looking at a short field here now. And, of course, Riola's going to take advantage of it. Hand off to Johnson. Went off the edge there, and they're going to put a quick stop there, and that's just enough there to, of course, really just to move the clock. As we finish this one up here, win this one, and the final score, 31-7. Man, I was not expecting this at all here against the Ducks. They do have a tough defense, I will say that, but man, of course, both teams were kind of guilty of dropping the ball here, but I think what saved us for the most part here was the running game. Did a great job there in the running game. Of course, took advantage of some of the passing game as well, as we're able to get a few passes down the field. Really under the coverage, not really. We took a few deep shots there. We could, but nothing to really cause us to cause any issues or any interceptions there, especially turnovers wise there. So, play smart football there. But yeah, we took advantage of we just did a great job there, utilizing the running game and really punishing them in that. And then, of course, flipping the script on them and then going down the field with a nice pass under the coverage, or you saw a couple times there mid-range, and that really helped us out. But yeah, good win here for us. That should definitely spark some interest into the posters next week, as we're now currently knocked off a top 10 team. That should put us in a pretty good position, jumping up some. Probably, I would imagine somewhere inside the top. Probably somewhere in the top 20. I would imagine. I would say my guess would be around 16, maybe. Lucky. I don't know. Maybe that's asking a little too much, but we definitely should jump up in the top 20 coming up as we knocked off like I said, Oregon Ducks here. But as for Riola, pretty good day. 22 at 35, 196, 2 touchdowns for him, and he got sacked once. Johnson, 28 carries, 113 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns. Riola had a nice day on the ground as well, 4 carries for 21 yards. Key, 4 catches for 46 and a touchdown. Hunter, 9 catches for 88 yards and a touchdown. Markway, 5 catches for 35 yards, which he was very utilized there in the third down situation there, along with Hunter. Both of them did a great job helping us out. Try to get to Barney, but man, they had him. They had their best corner on him, like flies on you know what. I mean, they were just. I was not like, okay, we're not gonna be throwing a Barney here today. So Wright, 9 catches, 2 TFLs. Watson Trent, 3 TFLs, 3 tackles. He also had a sack and a half in the game. Judy had a tackle, a TFL, and a half a sack as well in today's game. So not a bad job there for our guys. There you see the numbers there. Moore, 7 carries for 12 yards, no rush touchdown. Williamson, he had a nice rush touchdown there, but he had that wide open catch there, and he dropped it. It's like, okay, you're wide open, dude. Like, you should catch that. That was a freebie. Like, but I don't know. Maybe it was because of the ball. He just, didn't have a good grip. He was wearing gloves, but still, you could still have a poor grip. And also maybe just too excited because he was wide open and didn't, the idea of his brain saying, "Hey, catch the ball," didn't trigger until after the fact. So, but hey, we're not gonna, it is what it is. We're gonna move on. Ben Petty, of course, from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, signed with us. He is one of our new signees, as well as we got a motivator unlocked there, so we can work on that archetype, and of course that helps out with extra motivation, extra XP for our players, and then as well as tactician as well with the that helps upgrade as well. So we got some nice upgrades there for Coach Teddy Bonds as we get ready for the next game, and that's going to, of course, be in the next episode as we take on the now newly ranked top 25 team. That is no other than Illinois, 5-9 Fighting Illini, as we go to face them coming up in the next episode. And of course, there you see we're currently ranked at number 19 as we're currently 5-0 here in college football, and of course we are 2-0 in the Big Ten. So things are just starting to get going for us. Hopefully this good fortune that we've been having right now continues as we take on Illinois in another tough battle, another top 25 team battle that we have to face. So let's hopefully we'll get ready for this one, and we'll see how well we do against the Fighting Illini. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, hopefully you did. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and of course hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series that happens to drop here on ESGNet. Of course, stay tuned for more on the channel as, of course, getting Madden seasons coming around the corner here. Got our new Madden series started, as well as other great content. Of course, don't forget to check us out on our second channel here on the channel. Our second channel here on YouTube, and that is ESGNet Plus LP. As we got a coaching carousel with Sheldon Sherman, and as well as some Road to Glory with PJ Shiloh on the second channel. So if you want more content from College Football 26, definitely go over there and check it out. It's been a lot of fun playing those series as well. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves healthy, and I will see you all next time.